Hey everyone, it's Ashley and welcome back to Lively Midlife. On today's video, we're going to talk about my attempt at the 75 hard challenge again, how hard is the 75 hard challenge, and what happened between the last time I did the 75 hard challenge and now with all the weight gain and stuff in between. So thanks for joining today. Please make sure you like and subscribe. And let's get this video going. I originally started this channel and it was called Lively Healthy Fit to document my journey to lose 100 pounds. I have basically been on a diet my entire adult life. So many body image issues from growing up in the 80s and 90s and being in college in the early 2000s where thin still remained supreme. And if you weren't a size 00, if you were anything bigger than a 6, you were deemed overweight. After having 4 kids, gaining and losing weight over and over again, I finally hit a sweet spot around 2018. But then I unexpectedly got pregnant, miscarried, then I got injured, and of course, I gained it all back. Though I kept pursuing my goals to lose weight, to get fit, I was doing CrossFit, teaching water aerobics, and even through the pandemic, my mother's death, and another unfortunate, traumatizing thing, I was still consistently pursuing my health goals. But then I got injured and I could barely move thanks to my sacrum. It took me at least 45 minutes to get a mile in my workout. And I don't know if you're familiar with like pace times with walking or running, but barely getting a mile in 45 minutes is like snail's pace slow. I'm the kind of person that if I stay sedentary for too long and I don't move, I'll just continue to be sedentary and not move. So being injured, I knew that by doing the 75 hard challenge and just doing whatever I could workout wise, it would keep me accountable to myself to at least intentionally move my body, so I would also heal a lot quicker. So there is your answer to, does the 75 hard challenge have to be hard? Absolutely not. The 75 hard challenge is only as hard as you make it to be. If you choose to have excruciating workouts going hard, full throttle the whole time, then yeah, it's gonna be hard because eventually your body's gonna wear out because you're not giving it adequate rest. And that's why it's important to use some of those 45-minute workouts for active recovery. First time I did this and I completed it, I was injured and I could barely move. So I just did what I could. It didn't matter to me how slow I walked. I still got 45 minutes of walking in. I could do all the upper body workouts, so that's what I did. I also chose to do it during the summer and chose to work out a lot in the swimming pool, which took a lot of the weight and pressure off my sacrum, and it still allowed me to get a good workout in. As far as diet goes, I didn't choose a specific diet. They say no cheat meals, but I don't like using the phrase cheat meals. I don't like to look at food as good or bad. Obviously, certain foods are better for us, more healthy, etc. But life is short and we should be able to enjoy pizza and cake and ice cream in moderation. It's all about learning how to balance and not being afraid. So unless you have some sort of issue where you can't eat certain foods, I don't advocate for restricting. My goal last time with 75 hard was just to be intentional, to try to get my protein in, and that's exactly what I'm doing this time around. My goal right now is just to eat 100 grams of protein every day. Technically, since I'm working out more and moving my muscles more, I need to eat a little bit more. But when you're not used to eating a lot of protein, sometimes it can be a little hard to get it all in. So as of right now, my goal is 100 grams, and I will reevaluate each week to see, do I really need to up this protein a little higher? Do I need to cut back on my carbs or my fat? Do I need to look at my calories? And I'm just gonna take it day by day, week by week, and adjust my nutrition portion instead of diet. Adjust the nutrition however I need to for myself. Drinking the water at first can be really hard because a gallon of water is a lot of water. But when you're working out 2 times a day, 1 workout's outside, most of mine have been walking outside, then drinking water is not that difficult. So just like the last time I did 75 hard, I'm doing basically the same thing this time. I'm not overworking myself with these 2 workouts. I'm taking it easy, nice simple walks, water workouts, yoga, deep stretching. I am focusing back on my strength training since I'm not injured, but I'm not going all out and killing myself so I can't even do anything the next day. It's really important to listen to your body and to do what you can, however you can, and don't compare yourself to other people who you have seen do the 75 hard challenge. If you have good energy, you fueled yourself, you've slept well, and you feel like you can go hard in a workout, go hard in a workout. But if you're tired, you're just not feeling it, but you got to get that 45-minute workout in, take a nice simple walk. Walking is the most underrated workout that there is, and walking is so greatly beneficial. So between the last 75 hard challenge and this one, a lot of stuff went down. Mental health went to crap. It was just not good for your girl. My family ended up getting COVID not long after I completed the 75 hard challenge, and a lot of other things I was still wrestling with from the year before just kind of came crushing on top of me, and it was a very deep, dark, depressive time. I kept trying to get back on my workouts. I kept trying to eat healthfully, but it was like no matter what I did, I just couldn't get it all together because my mental health was just shot. By the end of 2022 though, I was finally in a place mentally where I was like, all right, I'm ready to take care of my body again. I'm really ready to focus on myself and to get back to it. So I started this YouTube channel and things were going great. I wasn't doing anything too extreme. Love if you would go back and watch those videos because I explain a little bit more in depth about my journey with weight loss, constantly battling diet culture, body image issues and stuff. So watching my last video under Lively Healthy Fit, it's kind of sad to watch because watching that video, I was so sure that that was it, that was the moment everything was finally going to turn around. But unfortunately, a couple nights, I think, after I had posted that video, I went to dinner with some friends, and one of those friends brought up a person who caused my family a lot of hurt. Those were some things that I thought I had kind of healed from. I thought, I guess I just pushed it to the side. And so when she brought up this person, it triggered all that hurt I had pushed down. I just was so, I don't even know how to describe it. It just really set me back mentally. I had a really hard time focusing. It was also a busy season. I had started a new job. I was still trying to homeschool while doing this job. I had a kid who was a senior. We were in the middle of basketball season. And so once that kind of trigger hit me mentally, everything that I was doing for my health fell apart. And again, I felt like I was just trying to keep my head above water. And of course, in time, I gained all the weight back and even more, because that's what happens with constant yo-yo dieting. But here we are, just a little over 2 years later, and I have done some really deep, hard work on some deep inner healing. And I've cut ties with people and places and things that were just not healthy for me to be around, that just caused me more sorrow and pain and than any of it was ever worth. I finally feel like I can do this now. I'm back teaching school, so I'm off for the summer right now. I just have about a few weeks left. So I thought, hey, let's go ahead and give 75 Hard Challenge a try again. So I don't know if you've been debating doing the 75 Hard. Is it possible? Yes. Can moms do it? Yes. Can moms who work do it? Yes. Can women in their midlife do the 75 Hard Challenge? Yes, 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 yes. Don't be afraid to try it. These are my top tips though. If you're thinking about doing the 75 Hard Challenge, which is the 2 workouts a day, again, that is the hardest part of the challenge. Look at your calendar and see where in the year is the easiest, less busy time for you to get in these 2 workouts every day. And then that's when you want to get going. But if two workouts just aren't feasible for you, no sweat, no worries. But if you're like me and you like a good challenge, there's also the 75 Hard Medium, which is basically the same thing as the 75 hard, with the exception you're just doing one 45-minute workout a day. And then there's also the 75 hard soft, which I think is just one 30-minute workout a day. And then I think those rules allow you to have alcohol on social occasions, whereas the 75 hard, you have to completely cut out alcohol. I had debated just doing the 75 soft or the 75 medium, but I love a good challenge. I just do. And since I'm not working right now and I'm on summer break, I figured this is the best time for me to attempt the 75 hard. And if something comes up and I can't get those 2 workouts in every day, then I'll just turn it into a 75 medium and carry on. We know that motivation doesn't always last. You may be super motivated one day and not motivated at all the next day. And that's where the consistency and the discipline and those good habits come into play to help carry you through those low motivational moments. So if you have been on a health journey, you've gained some good muscle, you've gotten fit, you've lost some weight, whatever your journey was, any tips, advice you can give me, encouragement, I would love it. Stay tuned. Again, I appreciate you being here. Please make sure you like and subscribe, share all the good things, because engagement really does matter and it really does help me to stay attuned to what I hope to accomplish.